Hey Almighty Athletes, my name is Lauren and this is Erica and we're back for another week with you guys. You may notice that we don't look like we normally do, and that is because we got these awesome hats going out this week.
Check them out, guys. Grateful hats.
They are part of the Grateful collection we just launched. On the shirts they say I am grateful for with a blank, so you're supposed to fill in that blank every time you see it and share it on Instagram with that hashtag, tell us what you're grateful for. So enough about the grateful hats, let's get into that good word, Erica.
All right, we're still from Mark chapter 10. In this reading, James and John come up to Jesus and say, Jesus, can you do us a favor? Why don't you put us on your right and left side in all of your glory? Let us be your right-hand man, basically.
Jesus goes, you guys really know what you're in for? Because he knows what's going to happen in the end. He's like, can you really drink out of my cup and do what I do? And they respond, yes.
We can. But they really aren't sure what they're asking for. And the other disciples start to get a little jealous too. They hear them asking for that and they're like, why does James and John get to be on the right and left hand? Shouldn't we be allowed to be there too? So Jesus sees this and sees how the disciples are acting, and he decides to use it as a teaching moment. So he says to them, anyone who wants to become great among you must be your servant, and anyone who wants to be first among you must be slave to you. For the Son of Man himself did not come to be served, but to serve.
So this is a staple message, I think, because we all know that we are meant to serve and not to be served. And that occurs, I think, a bunch of times throughout the Bible.
Yeah, there's a lot of great messages that you can take from this reading. I think the first one that really stands out to me is even the disciples can make like little mistakes or think like, hey, we're great, we should be able to do this, we should get this. Even the disciples have that like
the want for power.
Yeah, the self-centeredness that even all of us humans struggle with, and all of us, because they were human and they did have mistakes. Yes. But it's kind of nice to hear that would be something that I would struggle with, or we can relate to their struggles.
Erica has a great example of why people want power, then it has to deal with the kids in her classroom.
So most people, when they are doing something good or serving, they want to be recognized, like, look at me, look at the good I'm doing. And I see that all the time with my first graders. We have a behavior system where students have to move their magnets up or down based on their behavior, up for good, down for bad, obviously. And the kids always want to move up, and they always want to try to tell you, like, teacher, look, I did this. I picked up this piece of trash and threw it away without anybody telling me. Can I move my clip up? And every time it's like, you don't get rewarded for the good things you do by telling us that you did them. If we see you doing it, then you get rewarded. You shouldn't ask to be rewarded from your serving.
I like it. And we kind of thought back to the first part of the Bible where Eve had that desire to get that power, to get that knowledge. So we think that is within us a little bit, but also deep down the human heart has the desire to do good. So that is what Jesus is trying to preach, is that we are meant to serve each other. So Erica is trying to teach these kids to serve humbly and not to try to look for that praise, but to serve anyway. And no good act of service goes unnoticed. So she's not saying that, but just to be able to serve every day and follow what we are meant to do, because that's how we're gonna feel the most full.
And do the right thing even when no one's watching. That's what we want them to really know too.
Man, that was good. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, learned something, or just made yourself think a little bit. If you like this video, give us that thumbs up, comment, or maybe even subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until then, we will see you guys soon.